Tonight we're learning about baneful herbs, a poisonous plant, and magical correspondence guide. First one up is belladonna. Visual description: glossy green, oval leaves, nodding, bell-shaped, purple-brown flowers with clusters of shiny blackberries that glisten like obsidian. Goes,
Oh, sounds pretty.
I know, doesn't it?
Belladonna
Mhm.
Grown
grows
in
all over up
shaded
here.
woodland edges. Magical uses. Baneful herbs, sacred to Hecate and the underworld. Flying ointments, used for astral projection or spirit flight. Divination employed with scrying and prophecy. Protection wards off malevolent spirits. And then we have the correspondence for each one. We have your day, your element, your chakra, your gender, your crystal, and then your zodiac. Complementary herbs are mugwort, woodward, wormwood, mandrake, and hembane.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
you should read the cautions for these.
Yeah, I'm getting
yeah,
ready to.
because,
Caution, extremely poisonous. 2 to 3 berries can be fatal. Use only symbolically. Don't use it internally, ever.
and if
It's
you pick it, wear gloves because it can go through your skin.
That was my next thing. Always wear gloves
Oh,
when you
good
use baneful
advice.
herbs.
This one doesn't correlate with Scorpio for nothing. This is like one of the most poisonous. It can be. And it's funny because belladonna has other uses that are not poisonous. It's been used to make the eyes glisten since the Middle Ages. They've been doing that. They were using belladonna in the eyes during the Renaissance.
Really?
But oh yeah, oh yeah, I could tell you about medieval uses of belladonna. Yeah, that was one of them. Of course, the witchy uses were still, but yes, it was used as a beauty product
Hmm.
during the Renaissance. They would use it on their lips and eyes. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's got a beautiful color to it. It's just
I would be careful
it
of
would kill
using it
you.
on my lips.
I
I'd be
would be
careful about
careful
using it
too.
anywhere.
Yes.
So
So there was
belladonna
like,
in microdoses would be, and the thing is that when you pick it wild, you don't know what kind of dose you're getting. But in microdoses, it is a sedative. However, in
you've
more
really got to know
doses,
what you're
it's
doing.
deadly. It's deadly. A lot of people will make flying ointment, and it will include belladonna because it will give you a mild high. You should really know what you're doing. I don't recommend anybody do it on their own, and always wear gloves when picking it because it can get into your system through your skin in toxic levels.
I wouldn't use it in anything I was going to ingest personally.
I wouldn't either.
Um,
Nothing.
when
Because my body's too weird. So
when Zach was little, I didn't know anything about belladonna. We had it growing in the yard. He picked it and he ate some.
shit.
Oh,
We took him to the emergency room. Um,
Shit.
they pumped his stomach. He ended up being fine. Um, because it's like he ate this purple because it wasn't fully ripe, so it was purple, not black. Because they turned purple first. So we ate this purple berry. I don't know what it is. I brought it with. They were able to identify it, and then that's how I originally got into herbalism, was trying to understand what was growing in my yard.
Cool. But this is a good reason. Also, if it could potentially kill your kid.
Yes, it was not good. Anna says, wasn't that the one poison Queen Elizabeth? By all the makeup she used, she actually painted white. So what
Wet
you're
paint.
talking about, Anna, is the white paint which contained lead,
Yeah.
and
Very
and
toxic, but
that's
different.
also very toxic, but it takes longer to get into your system because lead is a heavy metal. Um, but they were no longer using belladonna at that point in history. Belladonna was earlier. It was much earlier in history.
Yeah, and they used it to make the eye. Well, what belladonna does when you use it in the eye as an eye drop is it makes your pupils dilate and makes you look sexier to the opposite sex, like you're,
Yeah.
ready to go. So,
The and I probably am going to mispronounce it, but the scapula stuff that they give you to dilate your eyes at the eye doctor
uh-huh.
is based off of partially belladonna.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of toxic things out there that we can alter through science and use in a useful way, but then it's in a controlled, measured dose.
Yeah, don't pick it in your backyard and eat it.
Like foxglove is digitalis, and we give
Yes.
digitalis to heart patients.
And foxglove is also a baneful herb for that reason because it can kill you.
I think Clock's Club is in here.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It should be, if it's
Henbane,
not.
that's another one. Whoops. We'll go back. We need to talk
Yeah,
about
it's down
henbane.
further. I just want to make sure it was here.
Oh, I'm sure it usually makes the top 10.
Yeah, it did.
Let's talk about
Let's
henbane,
talk
babe.
about henbane next. Visual description: hairy, loby green, gray-green leaves with yellow fennel-shaped flowers marked by purple veins.
That sounds
Emits
pretty.
a foul nar-
Narcotic odor.
narcotic odor.
What is a
Huh.
narcotic odor?
Good question.
I don't know.
Huh.
Having been prescribed a shit ton of narcotics, I have no idea because they don't smell
I
like
didn't know they
anything when they're
smelled.
prescribed.
So this one's a Capricorn, is it?
Yep, this is a Capricorn. Its magical uses are centered associated with death and revelation,
Revelation. No, used in
romance, oh,
necromancy.
necromancy,
Yeah.
used to communicate with ancestors or lost souls. Prophecy, added to dream incense for visions. Binding, employed in binding spells and love spells. Correspondences, day of the week is Saturday. Element is earth. Chakra is the root chakra, the third eye. The gender is masculine. Crystal, smoky quartz, and Capricorn is the zodiac. Complementary herbs are belladonna. Is that datura,
Datura. Mm-hmm.
rue, and mugwort.
Gotta watch Rue too. It's poisonous as well.
Caution, causes delirium. Causes delirium. Wow.
Yeah. Tachycardia. That's what
Tachycardia
you have
and
to watch
death.
for.
Skin contact absorbs or absorption risk. So again, make sure you use
And it is
gloves whenever
not
you use
just
any of these.
it is not just tachycardia, people. You can have a full-blown heart attack from some of this stuff. So you don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
fuck with it. Pardon my language. Don't
Next
mess
one,
with these things.
we're going to go over is mandrake. This is a popular one. Mandrake root. Visual description. Rosette of large green leaves, bell-shaped flowers, a footed root resembles a human
Oh,
figure. Bears yellow, golden yellow fruit. I didn't know berry fruit.
I
Magical
didn't know it did either.
magical uses. Familiar. Revered as a living spirit. Fertility and wealth used in fertility rites and wealth magic.
Hmm.
Protection carried as an amulet of luck and courage. Myth believed to scream when uprooted. Correspondences, day of the week, Friday, love, Saturday, protection, earth is the element, root, sacral chakra, gender, ambiguous, well, it could be either one. Crystal,
Androgynous.
androgynous, you're right, androgynous. Crystal, carnelian, zodiac, Virgo and Scorpio. Complementary herbs are the Demonia,
Damiana.
rose, belladonna, and myrrh. Caution, all parts are toxic, so especially with the root. Do not confuse with mayapple.
Yeah, May apples aren't poisonous.
Yeah, you can eat May apples, you cannot eat mandrake, and yeah, confusing the two would be very bad. And it's very easy
Yeah.
to do because they do look a lot alike.
Huh, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Next is monkshood. Visual description. Tall spire spheres of deep blue hooded flowers resembling medieval monks' called
Cowls.
cowls.
Cowl. You know, the thing that they
Cowl.
wear
Their head.
over their head and neck. Yeah.
Magical uses. Fierce protector against shapeshifters and psychic vampires. Justice magic used in hex breaking as well as ancestral defense. Hecate and Chrome buried and vanishing incense, burned and vanishing incense. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. It's all right.
Boundaries placed at thresholds. Liminal spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Correspondences. Tuesday, Saturday, waning moon. Air is your element. Solar plexus and root chakra. Gender is masculine. Crystals black tourmaline. Zodiac is the Aquarius. Complementary herbs are rue, woodworm, garlic, and
Wormwood.
rosemary. Caution, one of
Wormwood.
Europe's most poisonous plants, fatal to skin absorption. So again, wear gloves when you use this stuff if you decide to use it on anything. Which I myself wouldn't use it, but
Thick ones. Gardening gloves.
yep,
You want something that is not
If you
absorptive.
if
And
you want to really be safe, use latex or rubber gloves.
yeah, I don't think there's any thorns on that. So the only time you'd have to really beware about using latex or rubber gloves is when you're working with a plant that has thorns that could poke through it. Other than that, you should be safe. And with the ones that do have thorns, shoot, I'd wear both.
Mm.
I'd wear a latex glove with a gardening glove over it if I had
over
to.
it.
Looks like foxglove's coming up.
Datura is
Caution, let's see.
next.
Let's talk about the cautions for this.
The cautions for monkshood.
Yes.
Okay.
Or did we do that?
Yeah, one of Europe's most
Oh,
poisonous
okay.
plants fatal to skin absorption.
Okay, yeah, we did. Sorry.
No problem. Datura. Visual description. White or purple trumpet flowers, spiny seed pods, thorn apple, and large jagged leaves. Magical uses are shamanistic work, journeying, and spirit contact, aggressive protection, use in cursing and mirror magic, the void, associated with Saturn and emptiness, divination, burned in controlled settings.
I wonder what that would entail.
I wonder myself. The
You
cautions
must have
are
to have ventilation or something. Well, let's see. What are your
Let's see.
correspondences?
Let's do the correspondences real quick, and I'll go over the caution real quick. Day is Monday night. Element is water. Chakras, third eye crown. Gender feminine. Crystals, amethyst or selenite. And your your zodiac is Pisces. Complementary herbs are belladonna, mugwort, and blue lotus. Caution causes anti-caloric,
Anti-cholinergic,
anti-cholinergic
anti-cholinergic.
delirium, amnesia, and death,
Yes.
illegal in most regions. So the chances are you're probably going to never see that. If you see it, it'll be a surprise because it's illegal in most places.
The only way you're
Fox,
gonna see it is out in the wild.
Witchy underground.
yep,
Oops,
the
I had to have
woods, in other words. Foxglove. Visual description. Tall stalks of tubular pink purple flowers with speckled throats.
They're
Magical
gorgeous, by the
uses.
way.
Huh?
They're gorgeous, by the
I
foxglove.
don't know if I don't. I know I've seen
People
it. I
grew it a
just
lot
don't know
out
what it
in
is right off. If I saw it, I know what it was probably.
people grew it a lot out in Colorado, and it's really beautiful. It's a really beautiful plant.
Hmm.
Very tall. Great for planting up against fences, anywhere you
Most
want, something tall, but
most of these plants are very beautiful.
they are. They're just deadly.
Yes.
Magical uses. Stay connection. Used to attract and appease stay quartz. Healing rituals. Symbolic uses for heart healing. Sight. Employed for clairvoyant and spirit communication. Offerings left in fairy rings. Correspondences are Monday, full moon. Water's the element. Heart's the chakra. Feminine is
Sense.
gender. Rose quartz is a crystal, and Cancer is the zodiac. Complementary herbs are lavender, vervain, heather, and thyme. Cautions: certain digital digitals
Contains digitalis.
contain digitalis, life-saving in medicine, but lethal in excess. So again, be careful how you use it.
I would avoid ingesting it,
I would
especially
avoid
if you are on any kind of heart meds. I'd avoid it like the plague. Oh, hemlock.
hemlock. That's a good one. That's been around a long time.
Oh, yeah,
Visual,
Socrates.
yep. Visual description. Fern-like leaves, white umbrella-shaped flowers with clusters, and purple spotted hollow stems. They sound like beautiful plants.
Hmm. Yeah.
They are gorgeous. They look a lot like wild carrot. They look a lot like yarrow. So if
Uh-huh.
you are out wildcrafting, make sure you know what you're picking because you do not want you don't want hemlock in place of either one of those.
No.
No. Magical uses. Transformation, symbol of finality and change. Banishing, used in ancestral justice and severing ties. Release, burned and rites of release. Selling, placed on altars during the Festival of the Dead. Correspondences, Saturday, twilight. Earth is the element, bird is the chakra, gender masculine, the crystal is obsidian, and zodiac is Capricorn. Complementary herbs are woodward, cypress, and myrrh. Caution, infamous for Socrates
Execution.
execution,
They
full,
made him drink
fatal in
it.
small doses. Wow, fatal in small doses. So be careful. Again, use your gloves, double gloves if you have to. You.
Well, you is a tree.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, a deadly tree, but a tree.
Dark evergreen needles, twisted trunk, red aerials without the berry-like cones, known as the tree of death. Magical uses. Deaths, deities, sacred to the crown, necromancy, wood used for wands, veneration, leaves burned for ancestors, ventilation, external life, symbolizes life through death. Correspondences are Saturday, Samhain, Earth is an element, root and the crown chakras, gender is feminine, crystal is jet and moldavite. Be careful if you get moldavite too, by the way, because that'll change your life, whether you like it or not. Zodiac Scorpio, complementary herbs are mugwort, rosemary, frankincense, and myrrh. Caution, all parts except for the red artery flesh is deadly toxic. It's everything but the flesh. The red flesh is
Everything but the arrows,
the
the
arrows.
little berry-like cones.
Okay,
That's the only part of it that won't kill you. But I wouldn't trust them.
I
Sorry, I
wouldn't
had the
trust it.
hiccups.
Wolfsbane.
Now, wolfsbane is a relative of the one that we read of monkshood. They're not exactly the same plant, but they're very, very closely related to each other.
Okay,
They're both a part of the aconitum family. So just having said that, go ahead.
cool. Wolfsbane. Pale visual, I'm sorry, visual description. Pale yellow and cream hooded flowers on tall stems, also known as the yellow monk's hood. Magical uses. Warrior magic, used for strength in battle. Lunar protection, guards against lunar influences. Transformation, control shapeshifting. Wait, no, you can shapeshift with it.
Lycanthropy.
Um,
It's supposed to, for lycanthropy, it's supposed to keep a werewolf from transforming
ah,
or to ease the transformation.
warding added as washes for doors. Correspondences are Tuesday at dawn. Fire is the element. Solar plexus is the chakra. It's male, gender. Crystal is tiger's eye, and Leo and Aquarius is the zodiac, and your complementary herbs are garlic, rue, and sage. Caution, as toxic as a Napos,
Hey, Nepalus, what is handle with gloves only?
handle with gloves only. Wow.
I don't know what Anapellis is. Oh, maybe that's the other aconitum.
Oh, can you spell it because I can't see it?
Yep, hold on.
Napellus.
That doesn't come across as being familiar. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
I think it's the other aconitum, actually.
Okay. Next is Burmacia. Never heard of this one. Angel's Trumpet.
I've heard of Angel's Trumpet.
I've heard of Angel's Trumpet, but I've never heard of the real
It,
name.
it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
Visual description. Large pendulum, white or pink trumpet flowers that hang downward. Magical uses, love bonding, powerful but dangerous. Spirit flight, astral travel aid. Venus, Pluto, magic, beauty, and destruction. Divination is burned as incense. Correspondences are day, Friday night, air, heart and third eye chakra, female, gender. Crystals are the rose quartz. Zodiac is Libra. Complementary herbs are jasmine, damania,
Damiana.
damania,
Damiana.
damiana,
Yeah, there
and
you
blue
go.
lotus. Caution, all parts of this are highly toxic. Hospitalization common for misuse. So again, make sure you use your gloves, double gloves if you need to. Poison ivy. We all know what this is. Leaves of three. Hairy lions, white berries in winter. Magical uses. Mirror magic. Reflects harm back to cinder. Binding. Powerful binding spells. Boundaries. Setting aggressive limits. Justice. Symbolizes the burn of consequence. Correspondences are Tuesday waning. Element is fire. Chakra is solar plexus. Male gender. Crystal is the red jasper, and Aries is the zodiac. Complementary herbs is nettle, rue, cayenne, and dragon's blood. Caution.
Urushiol oil.
Arutial oil causes severe rash. Never burn. In other words, inhalation.
It does to the inside of your lungs what it does to the outside of your body, and it will
Ooh,
kill you.
It
that doesn't
can.
sound good.
I have inhaled, somebody put poison ivy on a burn pile when I was a kid, and I inhaled it and ended up in the ER and in the hospital for several days
I bet.
because
Wow.
you
Damn.
have a really hard time breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I didn't get more of it because if I had any more of it, it would have killed me.
Mm-hmm.
Next is
Damn.
oleander, and I see this all the time where I'm at because they have
Oh yeah.
oleander
I've got one
everywhere.
growing outside my house.
Yep, I have one growing outside mine too. Oleander. Don't put it in cake because it kills people, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Visual
Well,
description
that depends
is
on what result you want.
that's true. That's very true. Put it in a cake, and next thing you know, everybody's dead.
Or just
Oh,
one cupcake, maybe.
just one cupcake. That'll work. Clusters of pink and white or red, side pointed
Five-petaled
flowers,
flowers. Mm-hmm.
long narrow leaves. Magical uses. Toxic love. Represents dangerous or obsessive love. Breaking bonds. Used to sever emotional ties. Purification. Through fire rituals.
You don't want to burn
I'm
it?
sorry, where am I at? Hidden
Why
danger.
did they say
Symbol
that?
of beauty that kills. It's a symbol of beauty that kills.
Yes, well, why did they say purification through fire rituals when the smoke is deadly? That's crazy. Yeah, you're purified all the way to
Yeah,
wherever
you're
you're going
purified,
on your
all
next
right.
drive. Gracious.
Correspondences. I myself would put it down as I wouldn't burn it. I would put it down as an
Oh.
offering, maybe, but I wouldn't burn it
Mm.
or anything else.
I would symbolically use it. Well, especially if you want to sever emotional ties, if you're going to use it as like an herbal mixture that is not being burned as an that you're doing in a spell work or a jar spell or whatever. So I bet I'd be real careful handling that stuff. I don't mess with it. It's
I don't either.
it's out of my yard, but I don't mess with it. I've thought about collecting the flowers and just having it, but frankly, yeah, I'm kind of leery about using that stuff. So
Yep. Correspondences are Friday at sunset. Element is water, not earth. Chakra, heart. Gender, feminine. Crystal is
rhodochrosite.
rhodochrosite. Never heard of it. Taurus
Let's
is
see.
zodiac. Complementary herbs are rose, gardenia, myrtle, and sandalwood. Caution, all parts and smoke are deadly. So use it in a well-ventilated area with gloves. I myself wouldn't burn it. I would just use it as a symbolic thing, and that's it. Lily of the
That's
Valley.
all I would do.
Lily of
These
the
are
Valley I've
beautiful.
seen. They're
One
pretty.
of my favorite flowers too.
Mm-hmm. Visual description. Delicate white bellflowers with arching stems spread via
Rhizomes.
rhizomes, known as Mary's Tears. Magical uses. Fidelity. Used in spells to ensure loyalty. Renewal. Associated with spring and Beltane. Um, Psychic softening. Gentle opening of intuition. Sorrow represents purity and hidden grief. The correspondences are Friday, Beltane. Earth is your element. Chakra is the heart. Gender is feminine. Crystals, emeralds, and your zodiac is Taurus. Complementary herbs. Rose, violets, chamomile, and lemon balm. Caution
These are beautiful
contains cardiac
glycosides.
glycosides, potentially fatal.
Another thing you don't want to mess with if you have any heart
So,
medications. These
so
are
watch.
beautiful. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say they're beautiful. They smell fucking fantastic.
Heavenly.
But watch your perfumes and in the ingredients that they list, and if they say they contain lily of the valley and it doesn't say artificial, do not buy that perfume. It will potentially kill you.
Yeah, there's it's in there.
That's good to
Again,
know.
it can be absorbed through your skin. Because here's my experience. Because I didn't know any better. I was stupid. My kids were young. We had lily of the valley in the yard, and I'm like, God, that smells beautiful. So I picked a bunch and I put just the blossoms inside some vodka because alcohol. That's what's going to stabilize that smell. And then I put it on my body, and then I started feeling like crap, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, guess what? Lily of the Valley, duh, it's toxic. I didn't know
It,
that.
man.
So yeah, apparently I was determined to kill
Wow.
myself at one point.
Damn,
That's
girl.
crazy.
That's
These
not
are these
good.
flowers are beautiful. They're very low to the ground. They spread like irises or
They're
rhizomes or
like
those
little white bells
roots.
along the ground. They will take anything over. They're very invasive.
Yes, then they love shade.
Yep.
They love to grow in shade. They love to grow under trees. You just have to be careful as hell with them if you have them. I had some growing in my backyard too. I know most of these beautiful plants are so freaking deadly.
Really.
They are.
The next one we have to go over is brew. Visual description. Blue-green fern-like leaves. Small yellow flowers, known as the herb of grace. Magical uses. Warding off the evil eye and curses. Exorcism. Powerful cleanser of negativity. Cleansing used in ritual baths. Courtroom magic for justice and legal battles. Correspondences are Sunday at noon, Tuesdays. Fire is the element. Solar plexus is the chakra. Masculine. Crystals are citrine and pyrite. Zodiac is Aries. Complementary herbs are sage, rosemary, basil, and garlic. Caution. Causes. What is that, Karen?
Photodermatitis.
Photodermatitis. Avoid sun after
It
skin
means
contact.
you will break out if you go into the sun after contact with this herb, like or in a rash, like an allergy.
Gotcha.
But rue is an herb that I like to have on hand because it is so versatile for witchcraft, and rue is great for a lot of things. So, and you can burn it without having any problems and stuff like that. I just be careful because I use it. I have a rue smudge that I use sometimes. It's great. It's a great herb, but you just have to be cautious with it. It's not as deadly as some of the other ones.
Last one but not least is wormwood. Visual description. Silvery gray feathery leaves. Small yellow flower clusters known as absinthe.
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 It's absinthe. It's that
Absinthe.
wormwood is what gives the liquor absinthe that's flavor.
Okay.
It
So
Gotcha.
also
the taste,
gives it its psychogenic properties. The
Okay.
hallucinations and stuff that you have drinking absinthe is yes, the green fairy is all from wormwood. Artemisia
Okay.
absinthium.
okay.
Mhm.
So there's also an alcohol made out of Poland that is made with wormwood. It does
Oh,
not give
really?
you hallucinations, and it's called Yart or something like that. It is totally disgusting. I do not recommend it at all. It is horrible. However, there are some people that seem to enjoy it, but I think it's got the worst taste ever.
I have to
This
say,
is
I like
another really handy. I have some of this around. This is a really handy herb to have on hand. But go ahead
Wormwood.
and talk about it.
And again, the poison is in the dose, so be careful.
And last but not least is wormwood. Visual description. Silvery gray, feathery leaves, small yellow. That went over that already, yes.
Yeah, you did that.
Yes.
We're on magical uses.
Magical uses. Exorcism drives away negative entities. Dream
Yay.
clarity enhances lucid dreaming. Purification cleanses ritual spaces. Revelation, biblical bitter herb of judgment. Correspondences are Wednesday is the day, air is the element, third eye is the chakra, feminine, crystal, fluorite, and lapis, and Sagittarius is the zodiac, mugwort, sage, frankincense, and hyssop. Caution.
Don't even ask me. I don't know what that word is or what it means.
The June context regulated. Use dry herbs sparingly in incense.
That must be the active ingredient. I don't know. I
Uh
have no
huh.
idea.
No, 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 no.
Do you know what it
Okay,
is?
so that is a um I don't know, it's kind of like a hormone, but it's plant related. And if you take it in, it also helps regulate your hormones. But in this case, it would throw your hormones out of whack and make you extremely sick.
Mm.
It'll make you very, very sick.
Oh, and be very careful. It says use dried herbs sparingly and incense. Yeah, you will get high as nobody's business and see lots of interesting things. When it says it enhances lucid dreaming, they're
Mm-hmm.
not whistling Dixie. From what
Surely
I
they're not.
understand, it has quite an effect for the people that I've met that have actually used it this way. I have not personally, so I don't know from my own experience, but from what other people have told me, it packs a punch.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be really careful how you use it. But it is a very useful herb. That's one I keep on hand.
Jessica just put in there that it's a I'm sorry, Jess, what did you put in there? She put something about the herb
Oh,
in there. I didn't catch it.
yeah, in the group chat, it was just about the Thujon, and then it was also about something else. I just went and looked it up. It was, 1 second, let me see if I can. Oh, it was just the term for narcotic smell, what it referred to. I put like a long thing inside, but it was just, it refers to one single distinct odor, but rather as a general odor description for a heavy, often sweet chemical or overpowering scent.
Oh, they're
Okay.
talking about like poppies. They're like that. Opium poppies are like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the word that you guys just looked up, thu, it's a thujon. That's how you say it. It's thu and John. I looked up the how you say it and a little bit about what it's about, and I stuck it in the sisterhood chat for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I keep some of these on hand. I personally keep wormwood around. I keep rue. I keep mandrake on hand. I have oleander outside if I ever wanted to use it. Some of these I don't have access to, but I would be interested in having just to have in
Mm-hmm.
case I might ever want to use it, but maybe in very small quantities. Like,
Yes.
I don't have very much wormwood on hand at all. I don't keep a lot. What am I going to use for it? So, I don't do a lot of, I read about cursing and hexing and stuff, but it's not something I really practice. I just want to know how to
Do it out of
recognize it when I
necessity if
see it.
needed.
Yeah, I want to know how to recognize it when I see it, when it's done to me, and I want to know how to combat it and how to cleanse and purify and do all of that stuff. And then in case I feel the necessity may arise someday, you never know, that I may want to use it in a baneful way, then I'll be able to do that and do it safely
Yep.
and not kill myself in the process.
So you don't need any of this stuff to do a curse
No,
Nope.
because you can
not
do it
really.
with just regular stuff out of your damn kitchen.
Yep.
But I use mandragora in protection vials. That's where I put it. I use all kinds of stuff in protection.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple in here for protection.
Rue is great for warding. You can do so much, but that's what I use it for. We use it to cleanse and ward.
Clemson Ward.
Yeah.
Cool. This is interesting to know what's out there. Because I've seen some of these in my backyard and I'm afraid to even touch them because I don't know what they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I don't know what it is, I'm not gonna mess with it. I know I have nettle back here. I've got a lot of
Nettle,
that.
nettle is good for you.
Yeah, it can be really
It
good
makes
for me.
lovely. It
It's
makes
not so
lovely
great
soup.
for my ankles, but
Well, no, but it's very good if you take it and you cook it and you eat it.
Really?
what do
Yes,
you do with nettle in particular?
I
I
add
know
it to.
about tea.
I've added it to soups. It does add a dimension of flavor, like a umami flavor kind of thing to
Oh, okay.
soups. And that's pretty much any kind of soup because it's not a very strong flavor. So like even something light like a chicken soup, you can do it.
Okay.
And it has so many different vitamins and minerals in there that you need. It is one of those foods that if you ever find yourself in a survival situation, you
Well,
have
I
hit
could live
pay
off
dirt
my
if you find
backyard.
some. Well, if you don't have to live off your backyard if you don't need to, but if you ever needed to, that is like life-saving stuff right there. Nettles, cattails, those are plants that you can eat pretty much every single part of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dandelion.
and dandelion's another one, but you can, but they are life-saving plants that if you ever find yourself in a survival situation, that you really should know how to identify them.
Cool.
And
So maybe we
all
could
three
get
of
you
them are
to
there are articles that I wrote in the Sisterhood.
maybe sometime in the summer or whenever you usually go foraging, you could take us with you
We
and
were
identify
going to
some
do
things
that
out in
at
the
some
wild.
point, and it just didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't have it
it
in my
didn't
schedule. Summer
happen.
is hard because I have so many shows.
Yeah. Or
I mean,
spring, whenever, whenever works for you. Or you could even go out and film something in your yard, not during a meeting time,
I don't
but
have a yard. I go out in the woods.
well, in the woods, wherever you are, and have Jared film you while you identify plants. And then just we could play that in a meeting.
Yep.
It
Okay,
doesn't,
yeah, because usually I end up going, on like weekends and stuff, not during our normal meeting time.
and just put it
Because
together as a,
midday is easier to identify with the sun.
yeah, put it
Yeah.
together as a presentation. It's a little late at night when we meet to do anything like that, but if you
Well,
filmed it in
even winter,
advance, that
you
wouldn't
can
be a
go
big
out and
deal.
forage.
Yeah, I've nettles will grow here during the winter. They
Well,
don't get
even
as
here in
big, but
Wisconsin, where it's dead winter, there are things you can eat
that's good.
out in the wild.
How's the weather up there? Cold?
Right now, it's not too bad. It was in the 50s today, so it wasn't
Oh, it's not
horrible.
too bad.
Um, it was real foggy today, though, too, which that kind of sucked to drive in today, but it is what it is.
Fog.
Um, so right now we're kind of going through that. We're transitioning from fall into winter. Um, so we've had days that snow, we have days that go up to the 50s. It's crazy weather.
Right.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
I think that'd be a really cool class though, Kelly.